everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Clarizz. Life has been absolutely crazy with little baby girl, but we are absolutely loving every second and minute of the day that we are with her. So I'm super excited to share with you my birth story. I'm gonna have that in this channel very soon. So be sure that if you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and also hit that notification button so you know when all of these awesome videos are up. One thing that I have been in love with, a project that I've been wanting to do in our own living room, however, just never had the time for it. So we started with baby girl's nursery. There's something about these moldings that just completely changed the whole room, and that is exactly the vision that I had for this room. Something super sophisticated and something classy, very Parisian, which is what I really love. This could be a very easy weekend project for all of you. It also doesn't break the bank too much, so hopefully you enjoy this DIY, and let's get right to it. This is the before look of the room that we are going to revamp and turn into baby girl's nursery room. As you can see, it's black and white, so we're totally changing that color. What you want to do is prep your wall first. If you want to give it a new fresh coat of paint, you want to just fill in your holes and also just cover anything that is uneven so it looks a lot better and nicer when we put the moldings on. I went with a nice neutral beige color, which was Polar Ice, and that was a really nice pick for baby girl's room. So now one important thing that you want to do is you want to measure the length of each wall that you're going to be putting your panels or your moldings on. Then work with that magic number to determine the size of your frames and also the spaces in between them. I'd suggest if your frames are all 3 inches apart from each other, like what I have, then I would use that same number from my crown molding to the actual start of the frame, and also from the bottom as well, so that they all look proportioned. So once you have an idea of what your wall would like to look like, then you can go ahead and draw a guide on the actual wall itself. Now this wasn't necessary, but we used the level to actually draw every single square on the wall. You can just simply mark the corners as well as the spaces between each of your frames, but this was an easier way for us to determine where each of our moldings will go. Do use a level to make sure that everything is straight and good to go. Now there's so many different types of molding, so you have a lot of choices there. We did go to our hardware store and we measured every single side of our frames and cut that to size, but we didn't have the miter saw there, so we did have to take that home and cut the 45-degree angle for each of the frames. We didn't have a big enough car, so we were going to cut it anyway, so we might as well just cut it to size and then just make the angle cuts at home. You don't need a miter saw, you can actually do a miter box, and that could be a lot easier for some of you. Now go ahead and use the guide that you made on the wall and use some wall adhesive to put that in place.
Are you filming?
Yeah. Always use a level to make sure that everything is straight, and then you want to go ahead and use your nail gun to secure that in place. Wipe down any excess adhesive on the wall, and then what you want to do is you want to take a nail set and you just want to sink any of the nails under the wood surface so that the paint doesn't chip when you paint it, and to also have a nice finished look to the molding. Now you are going to have gaps. Not everything is going to be flushed and perfect, so you want to take some drywall compound and just cover that with your fingertips. Also cover the holes that you made from sinking the nails, and then go ahead and give that a good sand to smooth out all of the surfaces. You can also take painter's caulk to fill in any of the gaps on the side, and then just take your fingers once again to brush that all in. Last thing is to paint the frames the same color as your wall or leave it white, whatever you desire, and you are all finished. I'm extremely happy about this project. It is definitely one of my favorite projects, and I'm hoping to do this to other places in our house. As you can see from that video, that was little baby's nursery, and I want to do a nursery tour on its own. So make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, and also comment down below if you love this DIY and what you thought of this project. Meanwhile, I will see you in the next one. Bye!